Hello everyone and welcome to another video about Kairos. Today I want to talk about the latest release, Kairos 3.4.0, or what we call the Meta release, Meta². There are four features that we want to share that we managed to pack in this release. First of all is kairos-init. Then we now have native cloud images, support for K0s, and live customization with system extensions. I will not go in depth into each of these. I will just mention a couple of things. Later on, I will upload some videos with in-depth information about each of them. So let's get started. First of all, kairos-init. What is it? Well, before we used to, for the different distributions, Linux distributions that we manage at Kairos, we used to have different Docker files, like you can see here, for example, Alpine, Debian, OpenSUSE. So every time we were adding distribution, we were adding one of these files, which it starts getting obviously a bit more complex, but it was still kind of manageable. But then if you think about it, each distribution also has different releases. And this is what some of those Docker files were starting to look like. I think we were basically abusing a little bit the Docker file syntax, and it was basically hard to maintain, and it was not the most attractive thing to give to a user and expect them to like this way of building their images, which is completely understandable. So now this number of files became just these few files, which is already a lot more understandable, I think. And instead of having this craziness that you could have sometimes, now you have something as simple as this, where you import the kairos-init and then you use it to convert your image into a Kairos image. That is pretty cool. I created a video about the new Ruraboot web UI. So this kind of like factory or builder that will allow you to just with a couple of clicks create a Kairosified image, so to speak. And it's all based on kairos-init. If we wouldn't have moved to kairos-init, it would have been a lot harder to produce that. So check out the video. It's really cool. And kudos to Ichaka for all the work that he has been doing for kairos-init. Yep. So next, the next thing is about cloud native. Sorry, about major public clouds native images. So we have now support for AWS, Azure, and GCP. It's very simple as you might expect. You just search for the image that you want to run, and then you start an instance with that image. Yeah, so that this should make it a lot easier for those of you who want to test Kairos or to have it within your infrastructure on one of the major public clouds. Because the thing is, even though we talk about Kairos as an edge OS, the truth is that Kairos can run anywhere where Linux can run, and therefore running it on your data centers is also a great idea. Fantastic. So that's about the cloud images. Then the meta part of the release is that now we have K0s support. What does that mean? Well, Kairos had already support for different distributions, but this came differently. We have something called providers, and the providers here, as you can see, there are kubeadmin, K3s, RKey2. And the thing is, all of these are community driven. The only one that the team really supports, we could say, or the one that the core team is building is this one, the provider Kairos. And it's packed with additional features on top of the Kubernetes distribution. Originally, this only came with K3s, but now we give support also to K0s. And on top of that, it comes with a peer-to-peer mesh network, which allows your clusters to self build to decide which one is going to be the control plane, which one is going to be the worker automatically. So it's very cool, very well supported now, but it was originally only for K3s, and now we have K0s there too, which I find really cool. I'll talk more about this in another video, as I was mentioning. And last but not least, I want to mention the live customization with system extensions. What is this? Well, also there's more information here, but basically, let's focus on this part here. Well, when you have an immutable system, you cannot just go and apt-get install something or whichever package manager you're using. You cannot do that because that part of the system has been restricted. It's read only, so you cannot write. You cannot install new packages. So there is this tool by systemd called system extensions, which allow you to basically layer a new image on top of your existing system. This is somewhat similar, I would say, to how different layers of a Docker file work. Oversimplifying there, sorry, but just to give you an idea. And this way now you can extend your immutable system by, as you can see here, you just download and you activate it. And if you don't need it anymore, you just remove it, and you can list all the different extensions that you have. This is all based on the work of systemd, so it's really nice that we can let Kairos provide those extra features. Of course, it's not going to be working if you're using Alpine, but every other flavor that we have is based on systemd, so most of them will offer it at this point. And that's about it. Of course, shout out to new contributors. That's really cool to know that the community is growing, that people are coming, that you are liking Kairos. If you try it out, let us know what you think about 3.4, either here on the channel or ideally on the CNCF Slack channel. We have a Kairos. Here you can see how to join. Yeah, reach out, let us know what you think. How can we improve Kairos? What do you like, what you don't like? Till the next time.